You folks here in the crowd have come from all over the world with similar courage to support us here in Israel and in Jerusalem. Do you know how important it is for us? Your support, coming here, praying for the success of our future. It is important beyond words. And I want to thank you for those of you who made the journey, and for those of you back home that intend to make the journey. Thank you for the support of the people of Israel. I'd like to thank you for the support, for the unity of the city of Jerusalem. I would like to all of you to go back home as ambassadors of peace of the city of Jerusalem. Tell people what you saw. Tell people what you felt. Tell people what they must do, like you. Special thanks to Glenn Beck. I want to thank Glenn personally. Personally, for your friendship and courage. And there's a prayer in Hebrew. In Hebrew it says, Leshana haba b'Yerushalayim habnuya. The translation is, we would all like to see you all here next year building the city of Jerusalem. Thank you.
Of a modest mountain overlooking a shallow valley and a tiny stream. This place, so modest, so small, is where God chose to first reveal himself to mankind. And God fills it with his majesty for as long as man has known God. He has come here to Jerusalem to touch the mantle of the divine. Three faiths, three peoples, and while our faiths may have taken us away from each other, we always come back to God, and we always come back to Jerusalem. On this plot of earth, God first spoke to Abraham and tested him, and from that test, he forged a covenant to make him a great and mighty nation. This is where God told David to build a capital, and where Solomon was to build the temple to house the holy tabernacle. The tablets on which his commandments were chiseled by Moses. The Ark of the Covenant, the Holy of Holies, all here. This is the throne of the Lord. And Jews for centuries have prayed for this moment in time when Jerusalem could be rebuilt. Seekers and teachers, pilgrims of every age. 2,000 years ago, one man came to this city, a carpenter and a teacher. He drew a following. He drew suspicions. An indifferent empire saw him as a nuisance. His students saw his love. Christianity teaches that through him man was redeemed, and a new faith was born. The faithful pilgrims return today to this place. They walk in the footsteps of Jesus. They rub these stones, and they feel his love. Control of this city has passed from one empire to another, from one faith to another. And as a new faith from the tree of Abraham came from the east, it found purpose here and built a shrine on this spot. Here, Islam teaches that Muhammad ascended to heaven, and over the centuries, no matter who has ruled this city, the call to prayer rolls over these stones and over these hills. This plot of earth may be tiny, but it has been large enough for three faiths and the pilgrims and the faithful who come here. It must be as big as God's heart, and it must remain open to all. Today, many people and many strong nations have come here to this spot, sacred to billions of God's children around the planet, to this holy city, Jerusalem, to restore our courage.